There is a silent epidemic that is destroying the potential of men and women across the world. Not disease, not poverty, not lack of opportunity. It's softness. It's the habit of letting yourself off the hook. The belief that you can chase greatness without discomfort. That you can build a powerful life while negotiating with weakness. You can't. And the longer you protect your comfort, the more you sacrifice your calling. We are living in an era where softness is mistaken for self-love, where quitting is repackaged as rest, and where delay is disguised as strategy. But let me say this as plainly as I can. Success does not care how you feel. It does not respond to excuses. It bows only to effort, consistency, and emotional toughness. So let me speak to the part of you that's tired of settling. Let me speak to the part of you that knows you're built for more. Because the difference between the man who rises and the one who watches from the sidelines isn't talent. It's toughness. If you want a powerful life, you must stop being soft with yourself. Softness whispers lies. Take it easy. You've done enough. You'll start tomorrow. And every time you listen, you give up a piece of your potential. You give in. You become comfortable with being average. But hear me, you were not born to be average. You were born to be exceptional. And you cannot get there by playing nice with your weakness. You must call it out. You must confront it. You must crush it. Success is not polite. It does not wait. It does not accept your excuses. Success is reserved for those who are hard enough to show up when no one claps, when no one calls, when no one helps. And this is where it begins. Radical accountability. No more blaming. No more pointing fingers. No more stories. Everything in your life, every result, every failure, every delay is yours to own. The soft man blames. The strong man owns. The soft woman explains. The strong woman executes. When you begin to take extreme ownership of your life, you take the first step out of softness. You silence the inner voice that says, "It's not my fault." And you replace it with the voice that says, "It's my responsibility." Responsibility is power. It gives you control, and control is the first tool of greatness. Next, you must train your mental toughness. Your mind is your battlefield. Weak thoughts create weak habits. Weak habits create weak results. If your inner dialogue is filled with self-pity, self-doubt, and self-sabotage, no amount of action can fix it. You must harden your thinking. Speak to yourself with discipline, with vision, with fire. Tell yourself, "I do not fold." Tell yourself, "I don't skip steps." Tell yourself, "I finish what I start," especially when it's hard, because your softness hides in your inner conversation. Every excuse you tolerate becomes part of your identity. And soon, the man who once had potential becomes the man who only talks about what could have been, but not you, not anymore. Now you decide to raise your standard. No more waiting to feel ready. You're not tired. You're undisciplined. You're not unmotivated. You're unfocused. You don't lack time. You lack standards. It's time to raise them. You don't skip the workout. You don't snooze the alarm. You don't delay the vision. You execute. No questions. No negotiations. Discipline must become your new comfort zone, because success is not hard once discipline is automatic. You must also train your emotional control. Life will test you. People will offend you. Plans will collapse. But the strong do not fold under pressure. They rise, because they've trained themselves to respond, not react. To pause, not panic. Soft people lose control when emotions take the wheel. Strong people stay calm, focused, clear. Emotional mastery is mental wealth. If you can't master your anger, your fear, your anxiety, you will never master your future. But when you gain that control, there is nothing that can shake you. And that control begins with one word: decide. Decide that you will no longer be controlled by moods. Decide that your habits will lead, not your emotions. Decide that your purpose is bigger than your feelings, because that's what makes you unstoppable. But now let's talk about pain. Most people run from it. They fear it. But the powerful, the elite, the extraordinary, they embrace it. They use it. They weaponize it. Because they understand that pain is the price of progress. You're going to hurt either way, so choose your pain wisely. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One strengthens you, the other breaks you. Don't run from struggle, run into it, because everything you want is on the other side of it. You build your legacy in the fire, not in the comfort, in the resistance, not in the retreat. Now, I'm going to ask you a hard question. Have you been lying to yourself? Have you been letting yourself off the hook? Have you been pretending that your standards are enough? Because if you're honest, you already know the answer. Softness doesn't scream. It creeps. It shows up in how you talk to yourself, how you avoid the hard thing, how you keep promising to start tomorrow. But you're not here to make more promises. You're here to make a decision, a real one that changes everything. You decide now, not tomorrow, not next month, that you are done being soft with yourself, that you will build the life you talk about, that you will become the person you were meant to be, not in theory, but in reality. And it starts with clarity. Define your vision with ruthless precision. What exactly do you want? Write it down. Look at it daily. Burn it into your identity. Then align your habits to that vision. No more trying. No more maybe. You live in execution. You live in movement. You become the person who doesn't just hope, but acts. And when it gets hard, and it will, remember this. The resistance is the real training. You're not here to have it easy. You're here to grow. And softness is the enemy of growth. Now lean in, because I'm going to give you the truth most people will never tell you. You will never rise until you become harder on yourself than the world ever could be. Discipline must hit you harder than life does. Your mindset must be louder than your excuses. Your standard must be greater than your circumstances. This is the moment where you stop being soft with your potential, soft with your excuses, soft with your story. It's time to train like your life depends on it, because it does. Your family's future, your legacy, your freedom, your mission, they all depend on how you show up right now. So I don't want you to be inspired. I want you to move. I want you to get up earlier, work harder, focus deeper, love stronger, build faster, think bigger. I want you to act like you're the one who's supposed to change everything in your life, because you are. So this is your moment. Draw the line in the sand. Stop being soft. Start being unstoppable. Don't wait for the world to push you. Push yourself. Don't wait to be saved. Save yourself. Because one day, when you look back on this moment, you will know this is where it changed. This is where the excuses died. This is where you became the one who didn't quit, didn't fold, didn't fade. This is where you rose. So rise. Now go and become the person no one believed you could be, and never, ever look back.